Hello shape enthusiasts, in the last episode of our Hexagonal Factory series, we worked on upgrading our factory and gathering the research points needed for train vortex delivery. This episode, we unlock pin pushing and use it to set up the next milestone factory, paving the way for crystal making. We also established staging area number 3 to optimize our task production and delivery. So let's jump in and see how it all comes together. Alright, now that milestone 6 is done, it's time to press on with milestone 7. Let's have a look. So we've unlocked pin pushing once again for the 3rd time now. We know how pin pushing works. Let's see what shapes we need to make. A lot of hexagons. Where is the pin pushing that's involved? Okay, so they're pinned up, that's fine, and it's cyan and yellow, so we need all the colors. Then we just double it up, which is simple enough. These shapes look quite simple to make. So let's quickly set up an area to do this. It looks like it only needs flowers. Didn't we find somewhere around milestone 6 that has like 10 billion flowers? Flower. Not that I need that much flour, because surely I can just make this with one set of flowers. I just need to bring the colors. Or I bring this somewhere that has a lot of color. RGB. Here? Is there another flower closer by? I can bring the flower up to here and do it. I think that's our best bet. Let's set that up. So we're going to get a train system. Pretty much this exact train system. We'll bring a couple of flowers because we need 2 flowers eventually, right? Let's just have a think about this. I only want one output belt of this shape. So we can do one set of flowers and then one set of flowers can be cut into 2 of these checkerboard patterns or trefoils, and that will give us one full belt of these, and then they just need to be stacked on top of one another. This is a really simple task. I say that and then watch me run into a whole bunch of random issues, but whatever, let's just do what we can. Something like that. Grab some trains, belt in our flowers, and that should be it, right? We just need to bring this somewhere with color. And we'll do it like right here. Right in the center of everything. How's that sound? Unload the shapes. Put in some stops. Connect it. And that should be it. That's our flowers ready to go. Now we need to bring in some colors and mix cyan and yellow. So that's 2 of each color. No. 2 blues. 1 blue, 1 green. 1 red, 1 green, so 2 greens. We'll grab out 2 greens. I remember how to mix colors. It's not a problem. Yep, that should be fine. Do I have to yeah, it should be fine. I'm overthinking this, but it's really not that complex. Just need to bring all the colors together. Okay, let's mix the stuff that we need. We'll just get green running across like that. Then our old color mixer should suffice. We need 1 like this and 1 like this. If I just bring the green straight into the middle, that should be fine. Can bring that over this side and this one over this side. That should give me more than enough colors that I need for the whole thing. We want to paint the flowers before we do anything to them. So let me just paint them real quick. Oh, we got flowers already. Let me bring some flowers across. Painter. Where's the paint coming from? This side. Something like that. We'll set this one down 1. We'll get the shapes in. We'll get the colors in. Colors are going to take a while to come out. That's fine. Green's already here. Red's taking its sweet time. Sure. But that should give me my cyan and yellow full flowers. Now we need to turn those full flowers into these trefoils. So let's quickly do that. Now we can just use our we haven't made a blueprint version of our hexaborder, but we've got a functional version of our hexaborder. We should save a Mark III version of this. Hexaboard is pretty straightforward. Just save it in the main thing, Hexaboard Mark 3. Yeah, that's fine. Get 1, get 2. That should give me all the belts of the hexaboard. We don't need to destroy them, but should I bin them or should I just send them? That's fine. We'll just pin push all of it. Oops, that's the wrong way. I believe they're all pin pushed, right? Yep. Me, of course, label the milestone factory. Milestone 7. Alright, now we can take the output of this and just train it back to base. We can just do like 4, it's not a problem. Yeah, let's just do 4. We'll get this loaded onto a train somewhere over here, give it a little bit of space. Then we'll cut this out 2 tiles, copy this 2 tiles, copy this 2 more tiles, and that should do it. Of course, need to double up the trains as well. Get that belted into base. Oh, should like line this up a little bit better, eh? Just get it going 1 tile back. That way at least these 2 can go straight in. Figure out where our cardinal rail system is. Let me just go to home. Okay. Feel like it's quicker to come down this way. Don't want to confuse it with the different delivery systems. Is this thing just tacked straight into the cardinal? No, this one's the cardinal rail. Okay, let's drag this rail out a bit more. Give ourselves some room to work, and then we'll just get milestone 7 to come straight down. That should be able to get that back to base. All good. We don't want to hijack the delivery systems of the actual shapes, so you can't use those rails. But we can just chuck them straight back into the cardinal rail system and it will throw itself into the vortex. Let's just make sure all that's working properly. So yep, that's getting our trefoils out. They're getting pinned up and then they're getting delivered, hopefully. They're both pinned up, right? Excellent. Doesn't seem like there's anything too tricky with that. We'll monitor this. Let's pick up some much needed operator points and see what we can upgrade with 46 points. Now, we can either unlock more foundations, these cool looking L foundations. I find this one is very interesting because it could be useful to make the 1 in 3 out design. But we can also fit the 1 in 3 out design on a standard 2x2. And I think that's what I'll do because like in future, if I had to use it on another hex mode thing, I don't want to have to unlock another technology to use my, you know, 1 in 3 out design. So yeah, I think we'll focus on upgrading our stuff over here. Maybe like train speed and train capacity, get stuff delivered a bit faster. Yeah, let's do that. Then we will probably save up 60. Oh, that's a lot. Maybe when we get to 90, we'll upgrade everything 1 more level. Or when we get to 60, we'll upgrade all of this stuff 1 more level. Yeah, that sounds good. All right, let's move on. Figure out what we're doing with these. So this one is just this shape, but the left half is destroyed. That's fine. And then the right half is destroyed. Is that right? Does it just fall back down once you destroy it? So just, these 2 can be done at the same time. Let's go do that at the same time. All right, where is that being done? Is it staging 1 or staging 2? Yeah, this is staging 1. So basically, if we just cut this in half, we get both the final shapes that we need. So let's get our asymmetrical cutter 1 to 2. I've done some testing on this as well, and this thing is working at 3 levels now. So yeah, let me just save over this. I actually don't need to save these as the Mark III blueprint. I can just save these on top of its existing blueprint. Where's my base folder? Asymmetrical cutter 1 to 2. Because they work on 3 levels, so if I don't have a 3rd level and I put it down, it'll just be on 2 levels, right? So let's get that going. We're gonna flush this old shapes out. These trains still can't keep up, really? Stopping twice, right? Interesting. But that should be the that shape and the next shape, which is excellent. Let's have a look at what's going on with this shape. It's doing crazy stuff. Yep, so I've done what, like 2 parts of this already. Let's do the next part, which seems to be dropping this part. Nothing there uses it, but essentially we need this hexagon thing with the middle part removed. Okay. So we need to do this same process with hexagons, and we need to color it. Okay. We've already increased the red's volume. We just need to bring hexagons out. That's not hexagons. That's hexagons. Nope. That's hexagons. Yep. So we'll bring that out. We'll do the exact same process. We need to bring a red. Just wondering where's a good place to do it. Then this entire process can copy. Oh, we can copy this entire process and just plop it down exactly as is. And that should give us both of these things. Now we can bin this side of stuff because we don't need it for now. We'll leave the rotation and then we'll just add a bin. Let me get rid of these excess belts. Great. So this thing doesn't need to go into the thing anymore. Oh man, our trains are so slow. Hopefully with this increase in train speed, it'll like solve a lot of stuff. Whoa, look at that. It's so fast. All right. So what are we doing? This thing should be this shape. And then on top of it, are they going to be exactly the same shape? Can I get a preview? Oh no. Yep, preview. So that one's facing this way. Which way is this one facing? Let's have a look. This one's facing the correct direction. This one is not. We got to get this one into the correct orientation, which we'll use the holes to line it up. The hole needs to be 1 notch to the left, which is counterclockwise. Yes, I know power should be using the better naming convention, but that's fine. 1 notch is counterclockwise, backwards, this one. Yes, that looks like the correct shape. Now I just need to stack these two together. So let's get myself a stacker. Do it like here, closer to the output. Get that over. This is the top. Nope. Like that. We want this one to be the top. And then we'll get it out to base. Simple. All right, so let's work on more shapes. Now, I could use my staging areas to do multiple shapes because I feel like they're a little bit underutilized at the moment. Like literally we're just using like 1 of each of our 4 shapes. We have to be careful that we don't do a shape that requires like 4 of a thing, but if that does, we'll set up a 3rd staging area. But for now, let's just utilize that. Let's see, let's try, you know, there's no harm in trying. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. This one needs 1 hexagon, 2 hexagons. Wait, sorry. 1/3 of a hexagon, 2/3 of a hexagon, a full hexagon, 1 and a bit of a hexagon, and basically 2 hexagons, right? 2 hexagons and one gear. That's fine, we can do that. 2 hexagons, 1 gear. All right. So if one shape is being done on this side, the other shape should be done somewhere, right? Maybe I should do it like coming out this way and coming out this way, or coming out that way and that way. I don't know. Doesn't really matter. So let's just pin that task. We also have to see how fast these tasks complete, because if they complete too fast, then obviously we're not going to have time to do stuff. Hexagon, where are you? This one. So let's bring a hexagon down. Sorry, I was just trying to think, should I make a blueprint that's like the asymmetrical cutter 1 to 2, but make it cut this way? See how hard that is. We've got time. We've got nothing else to do anyway. Let's try. So with a shape, if we bring it out this way, and oh man, I say we have time, but this is all done. Yeah, let's just do it. Why not? We'll do it until this thing finishes, because I feel like it's going to be a useful blueprint. Basically, I want to do a 1/3, 2/3 cut, but like kind of cut the middle shape out. So how can we do that? Let's have a look. We have to make this work asymmetrically, so whatever manipulations we do to the shape has to be retained. So it'll be like a cutter. Then we need to take the middle part out. Oh, that's not super easy. Is there any way I can like swap this with itself to get the middle part out? Yeah, I probably should do something like this in a blueprint design series. Let's see if there's a quick way we can do that. I mean, it's going to be some sort of rotation, right? Then my middle part is now here and here, which is great. If I swap that, this is going to be really complex to do with swappers though. I mean, that gets it working on a symmetrical shape, but I'm more than confident that is not the middle part that I want out. I think I need to test this on a shape that has like a unique middle part to make sure that it actually works. But yeah, something like that. Anyway, we'll do that in a blueprint design series. I feel like that's going to be a useful blueprint. Wait, what am I doing? I want to keep this. So let me just cut this out how I would normally cut it out. So going from a normal shape, we kind of need to cut this. Wow, I'm just like struggling to think how I can cut this shape out with my existing blueprints. Give me a second. Yeah, looking at this task progression, I should probably cut this into its constituent thirds. Probably. Let's just cut it into thirds first. Should probably upgrade this blueprint as well. Save this. Save as. Cutting 1 to 3. Cool. Okay. We can take 2 bits of it and we can destroy something. Let's just half destroy, or we can 1/3 it again. I don't trust my like too much asymmetrical cutting at the moment, but it's fine. Let me just destroy, because then I can undestroy it later. Then we'll put a bin here. We'll put a rotator clockwise here, and then we can half destroy that, and we can half destroy that. Cool. Full to half. I think that's my half destroyers. Now I should just get a side out. One on this side. This is not quite on the right side. So this one is in the quadrant 1. We need to get this into quadrant 4. So that's just a clockwise 90. Something like that. And then we just need to stack the 2. Yep. Let's get our stack up. And that should give me the shape that I want. So complicated. Yeah, definitely want a blueprint for this process. Feel like we're using it quite often now. But I'll do that in a blueprint design series. I don't want to waste like a whole episode trying to figure out the correct swapping technique to do something like that. Alright, let's unlock this. And then let's go over to our staging 2. And we will figure out what is the next stage for this shape. Also, milestone 7's done. Maybe we should do that first. Did I not create a thing for that? Cool. So it's just a pinned up shape on top of itself. Cool. So we can we not just take one of these shapes, not pin it up anymore, then just stack it together? I have to rotate it, right? They're the same orientation. Yep. So instead of pinning, we replace that with rotation. 90 degrees in any direction will be fine. And then just stack it onto itself. I love how like all the tasks are so complicated and then you get the pinning and it's like the simplest thing in the world. So weird. It's like, oh, I'm going to introduce this concept of pinning, but the task that I'm going to do, the shape that I'm going to use as the example is going to be the simplest shape you'll ever produce. I love it. Now, it doesn't matter what order we do this in, right? Sorry, I keep going into my blueprint menu, but everything I need is right here. But essentially, we just need this. So if we copy this entire system over, we should get the 2 belts of shapes that we need. Yes? No? So look. That looks like the shape that I want. Yep. Alright, great. Let's go back to staging 2 and continue onwards. What has happened to my hextangles shape? We have added, I think the bottom layer is the same. The bottom 2 layers hasn't changed. We've just added another thing on top, which is a blue flower version of what we've already got. Sure, that seems very reasonable. We've got blue somewhere, right? Cool. We'll just do it on this side then, since the blue is on this side. So we'll do exactly the same thing, except we need another thing of this. Get it coming around the back. Something like that. And then do we just not do exactly what we've done twice already? Something like that. Now I'm going to wait for the shape preview to update itself to figure out what is actually coming out of here. That's going to take forever, so we just leave it. But whatever's coming out of here, I've just copied exactly the same thing. It should be exactly the same in theory. In theory, let's just move this down a little bit. Then let's bring the new shape and it should just stack onto the top of this, right? Yeah, I believe that should just give you the shape that you want. All right, let's check on staging 1 because it should have delivered something by now. What have I done here? That's crazy. Is there some sort of pin pushing? No. Is it just taking its sweet time to deliver? What is going on? Yeah, it's looking fine. We don't need these anymore, by the way. I haven't decommissioned this factory yet. We can do something else in staging 1 now. Well, we'll leave the color belt, obviously, but what should we do in staging 1? Let's get rid of the stuff we're not using. Makes sense to proceed with the next task. Let's get some points. Oh, look at all those juicy points. I need 1 point. 1 point. All right. What's the next task? We've got... Oh, man. What is this crazy nonsense? It's 3 completely different shapes. We can do all 3 of these at the same time if we really wanted to. We can consume an entire belt. We can consume an entire staging area and do this. Alright. Sure, why not? We'll do 6 tasks at a time. So we need 3 of these. And then we need triple painting. So we need 3 blues. We need to extend this staging area a little bit. This is cool. It'll force me to extend my staging areas. So let's get these 3 blues in and we get triple painters going. Let's do the simple way or the hard way? The simple ugly way, because this is a temporary build, right? 1, 2, 3. Something like that. That'll do. 1. Say the simple way, but I'm making this a little bit complicated for myself. 2, 3. Like that. And then they all just need to stack on top of one another. And order doesn't matter. Do 1 there and then 1 there. Makes a lot of sense. Did I even pick the right shape? That's flower. It's not meant to be blue. Duh. Flowers. Flowers are meant to be green. So they got this thing. Let me just put this together a little bit. Say like if it comes in here, it goes out like this. Great. Get that flushed. Where's my green? Green is over here. 33. Something like that. Cool. That'll get my triple flowers. And they should be green in theory. Preview? No? Alright, that's fine. Cool. Yep, we'll just do systems like this. Now the next one can go, I don't really care where they go. Maybe we should cut this belt. We'll like line it up a little bit staggered to make everything a bit easier. Basically you just need 3 of these systems. So the green one's coming out down that way. We can get rid of this blue thing. Oh, yep, we'll get the green in there. What's the next shape? Next shape is this thing. So we'll just tack it on. That's just a regular hexagon. The hexagon needs to be red. Red is here. Like that. Then the last one is this one. So that needs to be blue. Sure. Theoretically, that should be our 3 things. We need another train extension. So let's move all of this out of the way. by 1 tile. Move that out of the way by 1 tile. Get the rails connected again. This needs to be another loading station. We'll move this back 1, and then we'll get all this plugged into the rails. Something like this, that, and that. That should work, right? Alright, that's all going. This thing is done, so let's unlock this, and now we need the second part of this to be blue. Okay. Oh, this is annoying. I mean, we've got all the parts for this. Let me just... I'm gonna split this using our normal splitters. So, let me just do 1. Cutting 1 to 2. I'm gonna do this one as well. Rotate it clockwise 90 degrees. Like that. And then we'll just cut this 1 to 2 as well. Now we've got the 4 parts. We need this to turn itself back into this shape. So let's do that. One side needs to be rotated. They're going to be the same shape, so just one side needs to be rotated 180 degrees. Now I'm regretting not making this blueprint I was thinking of. Then it just needs to be stacked together, right? Pretty straightforward stuff. We just need the copy of this system right over here. Then we've got 2 of them. One of them needs to be painted blue, so I need to increase my blue. Oh man, that's easier said than done. Yeah, this is why staging areas shouldn't be used for 2 different things. Let's grab another 3 blue then. That's our full 6 belt of blue. Once this all loads up, it should be fine. And then we get the blue over here somewhere. Do that. We'll build our paint up. Doesn't matter which one gets painted blue, does it? The blue just needs to be on top. So we'll get our stacker now. The blue needs to be on top, which it is. And in theory, that should be my shape. Oh, we got 61 points. We can unlock belt speeds now. Excellent. We got way more than 61 points. We got 81 points. We can almost unlock all our speed tech. Let's go to our tech. Let's get one more set of speed increases. Oh, we can do train capacity as well. Yeah, let's do that. Why not? Get everything going a little bit faster. We got 13 more points. We'll save 30 for the painting speed to get everything sort of on par with each other. This is almost done. What's the final part of the milestone task? Is it literally just stacking one on top of the other? In theory, yes. I just have to like rotate it and just stack it onto itself, and it should be super simple. Cool. We've got all these tasks going. Let's just check these are indeed going. That looks like a green flower, a red gear. Red gear, that's not right. It's a blue gear and a red hexagon. What the heck? Flip these around. Can't tell my shapes apart. I'm back in kindergarten, guys. Holy moly. Silly. Is that right? Yeah, that should be right. Okay. I think when the new shape comes, it'll just flush out that old shape. We're in no rush anyway. It's fine. We finished this task. Let's figure out... Wait, this task isn't even being done. Let's figure out what's wrong with this task then. Nothing's coming out of here because nothing's coming out of here because this turn doesn't work. Cool. There we go. That should be the blue flower part of it, and that should be all good. Now we just got to wait for this task to be done, and then we stack everything on top and everything will be awesome. I feel like stuff is going too slow. Should we make a third staging area while we're waiting? We do have 2,900 points. Let's see where my staging areas are at the moment. We've got a staging over here on the left. We've got a staging up north. We can probably do something down south. Let me have a look around. I'll be right back. I like this area. We've got a full flower, a full gear, and then we can get a full hexagon from anywhere. There's a full gear here, even closer to the full flower. So let me drop some stuff down and we'll get a new staging area ready. Alright, here's my flower. Let me grab my extractor. Now we can just do this with 6, right? Because I feel like this staging area can be bigger. So yeah, we'll extract 6 flowers and we'll do this staging area with 6. So let me just grab an existing template of a 4. Go to maybe like staging 1 or 2. Wait, before we do that, we'll get milestone 7 going. So we just need to stack these two onto one another. Why did it do that? I don't understand. The cyan part is on the bottom, so let's just get the stacker going. Cyan's on the bottom, yellow's on the top. We just got to make sure they come out stacked properly. Is that looking stacked properly? Are they at the right rotation already is my only question. Let's just steal one. Yeah, it's looking correct. No, that doesn't look right. Is it? Is that right? Yeah, it is right. Amazing. All right, that was easy. Just get that going into the belt. We don't need all these belts. Cool. We'll just take one of these. We'll go back into find our new staging area. It's over here. So we're going to set up a train system like this. Feel like it's going to be going that way. I don't know. Give it a little bit more room for belt work. Then we're going to bring in the shapes. We need to extend this a little bit by 2 tiles. 1, 2. Then this needs to go out by 1, 2 tiles as well. Alright, I've lost it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Something like that. Excellent. There. And no, wait, that's wrong. There and there. Now, this is 8, right? So if we get 6 and then double it up, that should be double trains for this. Now we can bring in all the stuff. Something like this, nothing too complex. We have the blueprint points, platform units to do all this now, so that's excellent. So we need to set this up for the other 2 shapes. Let me go find them again. I remember there was a gear right nearby somewhere. Over here. Great. Can this fit 6? Oh, it's struggling to fit 6. Let's just put it down. It's struggling by 1 tile. Really? Almost. Just make sure we get the extra extension in. Cool. So that's that one done. Don't want to copy that one. Let's copy this again. And let's find ourselves a regular hexagon. That shouldn't be too difficult. Where is the closest hexagon? Probably this one. Oh, this one's going to struggle to fit this thing. Maybe I'll just manually put down the stuff. I'm sure I can fit 6 in here. I say that and then it's gonna like not fit. Or it's gonna be a struggle to fit 6 in here. I mean, it definitely fits. It's just gonna be a little bit janky. We can get like 2 parts of it coming out there. Then 1 part of it coming out here. Yeah. Barely fits 6. I don't know if there was a more clever way to do that. But let me just link these 3 before I forget what the heck is going on with this crazy nonsense. Something like that. Yep. Let's get the train system. And chuck it down somewhere here. Should take it with the belt work. Like this. Move it down a little bit. Like that. Alright, that's all the train systems set up for our new staging area. Excellent. Let me figure out why this shape isn't processing at all. Let's go back to staging 1. Nothing is happening here. Why? Ah, I deleted the bin here. Really? Cool. That should unclog this swapping system and get that going. Great. Let's just double check that these are finally the correct shape. Yep, let's flush this out. It's obviously struggling. Great. Let's have a look at this task. Our hextangles is on its last step, and the last step just requires another hexagon on top of it. Excellent. Okay. Let's go staging 2, and we're just going to copy the entire hexagon procedure, including all its rotations. It is just exactly that, isn't it? Yes. We're going to get this entire system and just chuck it over here somewhere. And we can just plug in another hexagon. Like this. And this time we'll make sure everything works properly. And then we just need to make it blue. Pretty straightforward stuff. Then, wait, where's my belt gone? Then we just need to stack that onto this last bit. Like this. And that. There we go. Hopefully that will get that one working. Alright, let's continue work on staging number 3 while all of those shapes delivers itself. Staging number 3 is over here somewhere. 1, 2, and 3. We need it somewhere central with a lot of color to do all this, so we can get all of the colors from here. Let me put down all my colors first. It still costs quite a lot of platform units to do this sort of stuff. So we'll just do 3 of each color first. Then we can figure out where things go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. That's green. Then we've got red and blue. That's the closest red and that's the closest blue. Alright, cool. Oh, this blue's a bit of a struggle. This is so tiny. I don't know why they make their asteroids. They should have ensured that all of their asteroids fit the same number of stuff on them. Technically, I can make this work. Just gotta move this back 1. Then take that one over this way, right? Make sure it's all coming out on the right levels. Yep. My second color, then we just need red. Red looks okay. 1, 2, 3. This one can fit 4. Excellent. Okay, if my colors are here, I just want to do somewhere like central to the colors. Like here. Cool. Something like that. So where would my final shapes go? Let's have a look. Let me go to one of my staging areas and steal some unloading platforms. Then we'll go back over here and figure out where the trains need to go in. Over here somewhere. You can do the staging like here. Give a little bit of room for color mixing. I think I like to do color mixing behind. Like get the colors coming from behind the staging area. I don't know. I still haven't figured out a good way to deal with colors and the shapes. It's like just coming in however it likes to come in at the moment. But it's fine. Doesn't really matter. It's working for us at the moment. Let's just continue on. So this train needs to come in this way. We'll get this one going to whichever one. Doesn't really matter. Oh man, this train line is coming from the most awkward direction ever. Let's get it out of the way. Get it coming around from behind. Yeah. Looks like a bit of a weird loop-de-loop, but it's fine. Let's get this next one. Bring that over. Something like that. And then we'll bring the flowers in. Flowers are always the trickiest part. We need to extend these systems to work with 6. So 1, 2, 1, 2, and then 1, 2. I believe that should be correct. Validate that theory in a little bit. Cool. That's our new staging area done. We've got our colors, we've got our shapes. We can just name this staging 3. I wish you could move these markers around without having to like change all of them. That would be handy. All right, now that we've got our staging 3, maybe it's a good time to put it to use. Well, the shapes need to buffer, but once we get some shapes, we'll put it to use. All right, let's see. What about our tasks? We can't unlock this task yet until we do this. That's fine. This shape still hasn't produced a single one, so obviously it's still wrong. Let's have a look what I've done wrong. Ugh, terrible. What the heck? Why is this oscillating? What? I did exactly the same process as this. What is going on? What the heck? What? Is there something wrong with my 1 to 3 cutter? This is coming out flat. Then the flat shape is coming out. And then it's oscillating here. What? Oh, did I use... Right. You can't use an asymmetrical cutter. You have to use an asymmetrical cutter. You can't use just a cutter 1 to 2. Duh. Asymmetrical cutter 1 to 2. Oh god, I'm silly. That's not a symmetrical shape. I mean, it is a symmetrical shape, but it's not a full shape that can be used like that. It has to be done asymmetrically. Now, does the asymmetrical cutter come out with the same shape, is the question. It's there. Yeah, they should come out. They don't come out with the same shape in the same orientation, do they? Yeah. So this rotation needs to change. If this one is in quadrant 4, this needs to go back to quadrant 1, which is 2 notches counterclockwise. So we need to rotate counterclockwise 120. Nope, that's clockwise. That one. Something like that should do it. Hopefully. Yeah, I really need to do that blueprint. Maybe we should do that blueprint for the end of the episode to get that out a little bit easier. Let's just claim some points. Let's get our painting up to scratch. Get that done a bit faster. Where's my painter? Painting, we get some train capacity upgrades, and then we can save up 150 for the final everything upgrade. We'll probably do train speed next for 60. But these tasks are getting done, which is excellent, and they're giving tons and tons of blueprint research points, which is great. Then we can, we can either do more tasks or we can do the blueprint. I feel like we should do more tasks because at the moment our tasks are getting completed, and we took ages to do our milestone shapes, and we focused so much on milestones that we're nearly finished with the milestone shape. We've got 1 milestone shape left, but we're only on task 17, so we're only like halfway through the tasks. So let's just focus a little bit more on tasks, and we will work on that blueprint in maybe like a blueprint design series. I do need to do a couple of blueprint design series episodes to get my hexa border and all that stuff compacted down to a reasonable size and not totally ugly. So let me go with thorny rows. Oh, see, look, it's that pattern again. Well, this one kind of works with the 1 to 3, but we can just paint a green gear and then cut it, and then a red gear. It's fine. 2 red gears. All right, that's fine. Let's get the gears out. Yes, we got shapes here now. Bring down here. Bring a green. Get that painted. Put it through our 1 to 3 cutter. We'll bin one side of it. Doesn't matter which. Then we will rotate. It's not going to tell me which one. Man, it's so annoying. It doesn't tell me like which one comes out because of the painting system. But basically we need to rotate and then stack. Maybe I can get my stacker ready over here. Give it a little bit of room for rotation. But basically they need to go through into the stacker, but one of these sides needs to rotate properly, but I just don't know which one. All right, we haven't done the output for the thing, so while that's loading, maybe we can get the output going. How many lines of output do I want? Let's just do 4, just to be safe. I don't think I'm gonna need more than 4. Something like that. Go back to staging 3. Get the output down here somewhere. Maybe like center it and get it into some sort of cardinal rail system. I think going up. Well, it's kind of like diagonal. I can either go that way or that way. We'll just get it going up. Why not? I think this is the cardinal rail system. Let's double check that. Yep, that should be fine. Cool. All right, let's get this going. What is coming out here? That's this part. and that part. Maybe I should take this part, because this part is already in the right orientation. Then we can rotate one of them opposite, right? Yeah. Cool. Well, for now we can get all three out. Actually, we don't even need to stack. Oh, we can do two parts at the same time. We don't need like triple, right? We can get two of these parts stacked together. So let me rotate this one to meet this one, which is 90, one notch to the left, 2 notches to the left. Is it? It's always so hard to tell. I think it's just 1 notch to the left. So counterclockwise, just a counterclockwise rotation. Let's just check. Believe that's right. Yep. The only hard thing about hexagonal shape is visualizing the shape. It's a lot harder than normal shapes. But that should give me what I want, which is that. Yep, cool. And this can also be get delivered. I feel like, you know what? We had this system over there somewhere. I could have just copied it. I don't know why I re-engineered this, but that's fine. Is this thing not delivering the right? Oh my god, I upgraded the thing, but I never upgraded the rails, the trains. Let's go back to staging 1 and fix that. So nothing's ever been delivered because there's not enough trains to deliver it. Awesome. I'm good at this game, guys. Good at this game. I'm a careless little data engineer. If you guys have been watching my series, you probably realize that. That's probably why there's not a single red shape being delivered. But why is there not a single one of these shapes being delivered? This shape is still wrong. This shape is like just a gigantic headache. Why is this different to this? I don't understand. They're exactly the same shape. They should be going through exactly the same process and coming out exactly the same. Why would it be different? I don't understand. The same shape is coming through the same process. Why would this come out like this? That makes no sense whatsoever. What? But it's flipped the same way. I'm so confused. It's literally flipped the same way, but it's opposite now. But they're the same shape. Going through the exact same process. Why would it be different? This is not this. This is not this. What the heck? I'm so confused. Like, I get it. You just need to flip it this way. And then it should be the correct shape. That is so weird. I don't understand. Someone tell me in the comments. Now that's in quadrant 1 and that's in quadrant that. So that's 2 notches counterclockwise, which is what this thing is doing. And then is it giving me the correct shape finally? Yeah. And that should be in the same, that's a bow tie and it's in the same orientation as this. So weird, what? I'm super confused. Anyway, carrying on. We've finished that shape, so let's go to staging 2 and we can decommission everything here. Bye-bye. Great, staging 2 is now free for new shenanigans. Let's check on staging 3, make sure everything is done and delivered properly. Yep, that's loading in the 2 shapes that I want, and hopefully a train will come and pick that up. Great. You can claim this operator level. Now we've got 59 points. What do we want? Oh, we're 1 point short of upgrading something that we wanted, isn't it? Well, we can upgrade train speed or capacity, doesn't matter. Let's get train speed maxed out. When we get 1 more point, we can do the next thing. Great, all our speed tech is progressing along nicely. I guess we can do 1 more task. Why not? Let's have a look. We're doing thorny rows already. Let's do asteroid hunter. What the frick is this thing? These are just randomly mixed colors. I feel like we can do all 3 of this entire sequence of shapes at the same time as well. 1 of each shape and then colored 1 of each of the mixed colors. Oh. All right, staging 2 would be a good thing for this. Let's get the color mixing going. Now I've already got 2 of each, perfect. So if I just drop 3 color mixes, something like 1, Give it plenty of space to do shenanigans. 3, let's just center this a little bit. Let's get the green in on 2 of them, like that. We'll get the red, we'll get the blue in on 2 of them, like that. And then we'll get the red in on 2 of them as well, like that. That should be 1 of each mixed color. Then we got to get the right color to the right shape. So, I mean, we can do this at 6 times speed, but that feels completely unnecessary. So I'm just going to do this at 1 times speed because you only need 4K of each shape. So we'll get 1 of each shape. And we'll use our lovely new blueprint that we made in the blueprint design series to get full to 1/6. Yes, I'm destroying most of the shape. I could double it up very easily by splitting it and painting it twice, but I feel that's completely unnecessary, so I'm not going to do that. But we just need painters in all 3 of these. And we just got to get the right thing painted the right thing. Let me do this carefully. So arrow is cyan, and cyan is here. So let's get cyan in. Then the next one is hexagon. The hexagon is yellow. So let's get yellow in over there. Then finally our flower is magenta. So let's get magenta out. Oh, probably not there. Something like that. Great. I mean, we could double it up, but I mean, it's only 4K of each shape. It's going to be completed real quick. And we've got exactly 3 for the staging area. Cool. Excellent. That is that done, I think. Let's double check this. We've got a gear that is cyan. We've got a hexagon that's yellow and a flower that's magenta. Perfect. That was an easy task series. Let's go back to our tasks. Let's complete off this one and go deconstruct the mess in staging 1. So we don't need any of this stuff anymore. Let's get rid of it. Is this shape finally delivering the correct shape, or is it still being annoying? Yes, the bow ties are finally done. Cool. Let's get rid of this mess. Now, clean this up as well. Make sure we don't delete anything for our bow tie shape. Perfect. Grab some operator points. Let's unlock some more train tech. Then we just need to save the 150 for our final speed upgrades, and then we're at maximum speed. Excellent. These shapes just complete so fast compared to the 1000% factory thing that I was doing before. It's just crazy. All right, let's go do another bow tie shape. So let's go over to staging 3 and get a red star painted. Now, do I need 2 red stars eventually? I need this shape twice, so it's fine. I won't do 2 red stars. I'll just double whatever I end up doing. So let's get my star out. Isn't that just this shape again for the stars? Yeah. Let me get rid of this. So we just need this exact system, but for red stars. I say stars when I say arrows. Arrows? Gears. Still haven't got my naming terminology for this. Wait, I just need more gears. Okay. So we'll bring this one over this side. And we'll just get another one over. Like that. So the green gears are still coming out. The red gears are now coming out, but they need to be rotated, I believe, just 90 degrees or 60 degrees in either direction. Something like that. And then in theory, we should just be able to stack these on top of one another. I need a red though. Something like that. Yep. I don't see any issues with this. But then again, I never see any issues with anything, and usually what I do is wrong. So, prove me wrong, game. Stack this on top of one another. Make sure the red is on the top. Yep. Let's get that in. Perfect. Let's get ourselves some more operator points. This is still going very, very slowly. Let's have a look at the speed of which our trains are carrying stuff. It's fine. I mean, it's as far... The trains are keeping up. It's just the shape is slow. But that's fine. We're in no rush for this milestone, so I'm not going to double it up. We can just work on more tasks in the meantime. The bow tie is finally done, so that's great. I think staging 1 is reasonably free now. So we can get 3 sets of tasks going at the same time. With the bow ties done, let's just set up for the next bow tie task. The top is the same, the bottom has changed a little bit, so they're just not being destroyed. We can still do all of this with just this singular platform. We just need to take this belt out. And this belt is giving us the shape in what order? Hello, where's my preview? We can take this shape and stack it onto one another. So the bottom of it is what? Oh, it's actually in the correct spot. So that's in the correct spot. We just got to get this to the top, which is a 60-degree rotation backwards, counterclockwise. Something like that. And then that shape and this shape can stack. Now, I have no faith there's enough stuff on this belt. Actually, I have all the faith in the world there's enough stuff on this belt to satisfy the rest of this shape. So let me get rid of this. Wait. Uh-oh. That's the blue part. Let's get this part out. That means that rotation is wrong. If this is on the top, then we want this on the bottom, which is 1 notch, 2 notches to the clockwise direction, 120 clockwise. That would be this direction. My God, is there not enough room for this to happen? Really? Do it like this. Now I need my stacker to get these to the right shape and then bring that out. And yeah, stack it where this used to be stacking, right? Now the underside should be the correct shape. Will it be smart enough to do a preview? Yep, that looks like the correct shape. We'll unlock that. That's the correct shape, and this just happens to be in the correct orientation, right? Yes, and that'll go on top. So in theory, that should just work. Beauty. Is there anything tricky with this shape going on? Now I need a red version of this thing. Am I out of shape here? I am out of shape. I'm going to need that at some point, but these are all done as well, which is excellent. Let's check on staging 3, make sure that's getting done properly. That's not looking quite right, because this green thing is in the right orientation. The red thing needs to rotate another 60 degrees this way, counterclockwise. What is coming out of here? Let's just get this rotated into the right orientation. So 120 degrees, or just like 60 degrees clockwise will do. Is that the correct shape? Yeah, I believe that is. Alright, I believe that's getting the correct shape out. That should make the right shape that we need for the task. These tasks are all going. Everything's going. We got 1 billion technology points. We can unlock some stuff. Why is that flower the slowest and out of speed with everything? Didn't I hook everything up at the same time? Check on staging 2. What's going on over here? Yeah, it's fine. This next load should get it done. Cool. All our tasks are progressing along. Our milestone 7 is progressing along. So I think we'll leave it at that for this episode. If you've enjoyed, don't forget to like and sub, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.